Tonight's event is brought to you by the Kerrville Chamber of Commerce and the Kerrville Board of Realtors, so we want to thank them and all their efforts in putting this event tonight. My name is Kurt Keller. I'm the co-host of Sunrise 15 on our local TV station, KBHC TV, which is on channel 15, broadcast-wise, and on cable-wise, that is channel, I got that backwards, didn't I? Channel 10, cable-wise, channel 15, as far as broadcast-wise. The candidates earlier tonight did draw numbers just moments before. They have drawn numbers to see which order they are going to go in. The order is Robert Keeble from place 3 will be the first speaker. Scott Gross, place 3, will be the second speaker. Robert Petty will be speaker 3 from place 4. Gene Allen, place 4, will be our fourth speaker. Paul Stafford will be our fifth speaker from place 4. David Wampler, who is unopposed, running for mayor, will be our speaker number 6. Leslie Monisette has not been able to make it tonight, so she will not be speaking tonight, and no one is here to represent her. Tonight's format will include a 2-minute opening statement from each opposed and unopposed candidate, followed by questions from the audience directed individually or as a group, which means if you have a question directed to one candidate, you may ask that. If you have a question that you would like to have all candidates to respond to, you may do that as well. If a question is asked to a specific candidate, the candidate will have up to 2 minutes to respond. Following the candidate respond, the remaining candidates will have an opportunity to rebut that question. However, the rebuttals will only last for 1 minute. The forum will continue until no one in the audience has any additional questions, and the event will close with a 2-minute closing statement from each candidate in the same order that they started with. With that being said, let's get started. Our first candidate tonight, who did draw the winning number. Oh, one more thing. We do have a, there she is right here. Joan Miller is our timekeeper. Joan Miller has a sign. She will be giving them a 1-minute warning. She will also be giving a 30-second warning. If you are in the audience and you do have questions, please raise your hand. Mr. Brian Bondi, kind of keep an eye on him in the black suit over there in the microphone. He will bring you a microphone because 2 different broadcasts will be webcasting and broadcasting this event tonight, so we will need it to be on a microphone. All right, without anything more to announce, let's start with place 3 candidate, drawer of number 1, Robert Petty. Oh, Robert Keeble, I'm sorry. Too many Roberts.
Hi everybody. I want to thank everybody for coming tonight, and I especially like to thank the Chamber and the Board of Realtors for putting on the forum tonight. I see so many familiar faces, it feels almost like a council meeting more than a forum, but it sure is a pleasure to see. It's a pleasure to see everybody. I want to open tonight by talking about a group of people that I feel is all too often ignored. And it's the people I've been visiting with during the past year. It's the Kerrville taxpayers that I want to discuss. I've spent the past year visiting with them, and I feel there are things that go on in a visit with the folks at their homes that are very different from what goes on at a council meeting. You get a chance to meet with them, they're relaxed, they're in an uninhibited environment, and they'll really tell you what they think. And I think that there are particular advantages for the candidate. These folks are providing direction for us. We're opening lines of communication and building trust. And maybe most important, it augments a candidate's appreciation for office. When you go visit with the people, you really learn what they think, and you learn to appreciate what you're doing and what you're all about. And if I had to give one sentence for what the people have told me, it's that we want to be the best small town we can be. And I think that translates to a plan of action for our community. The plan of action is that the people want to see their tax dollars spent within their neighborhoods, providing the basic city services, not on pet projects, not on library renovations, not on convention centers, and not on new city halls. I really was impressed by so many people that I got a chance to visit with, so many people, for example, from River Hill, who told me that they wanted us to focus on road maintenance and traffic safety in their neighborhoods. So many people from Comanche Trace and the Summit who told me that they wanted
Mr. Keeble, your time is up.
We have too many property taxes. Thank you.
Thank you. Second opening statement is from T. Scott Gross, place 3 candidate.
I'm Scott Gross, and I pay taxes too. And after reviewing the tapes of the last forum, I owe an apology. I owe an apology for the City Council doing a really terrible job. We've done a terrible job of telling you how good a job we've been doing. So let me give you a short list, just a partial list. We took the lead in reorganizing the economic development process. We made it efficient and accountable. And thanks to a citizens committee, DESCAT, we now have a city hall that encourages responsible development rather than fights it. This council instituted performance metrics throughout the organization, leading to greatly enhanced efficiency. The municipal court is just one example. While you thought we were arguing, we were actually negotiating with the county to come up with an independent airport board and bring the library under city control. Our citizen committees have revised the charter, completed the comprehensive plan, the sidewalk plan, the wastewater plan, the parks plan, and the facilities plan, and those are all foundations for progress. The design for phase 1 of the river trail is complete, and we're in the process of acquiring easements. We paved more miles of streets than any city council in the history of Kerrville. And Wall Street says that we're such a well-run company, a well-run organization, that they've actually increased or improved our bond rating twice in the last 2 years. In this economy, that's just unheard of. We have 2 new water wells coming online next year, or actually this year. That's 1 million gallons of water every day. Lots of water. Lots of water. Here's the big one. This council had the courage to tackle the wastewater capacity problem. It's been planned, it's ongoing, it's in the works. We've got it covered. Making the city attractive for developers and outside businesses to come in is important. But you know, it doesn't count for anything unless your toilet flushes and water comes out of the hydrant. So we're working on infrastructure, and we've done a super job. I'll give you more details as we get going. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I'll leave you with one thought: experience gets things done.
Time is up. Our third speaker tonight, candidate, place 4, Robert Petty.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, friends and family. I too would like to thank you very much for being here this evening, and I appreciate the Chamber for putting this on, the Board of Realtors. If you look at the structure of the city, it says that the citizens are on top. The citizens really have the say on how the city operates. Many citizens that I've talked to didn't even know that. They felt that they weren't being heard. They felt that they wanted their ideas expressed. They wanted better roads, better maintenance. They were very nervous about a balanced budget. And those are words from people that I've knocked on the door and just talked with. That leaves room for concern. With the things going on in the state and nationally, we need to be very careful on how we operate. We've done a pretty good job. The state gives us guidelines through a booklet that tells us how we have to operate, but the processes all belong to the people. They belong to you and I, and we're the ones that determine those processes. And what I would like to do is hear from the citizens to improve our processes for this city. Thank you very much.